Hello, welcome to the Fun Fashion Academy, where we teach fashion in a simple and practical way. In today's video, I'll be showing you basic fashion tools and explain what each one is used for. This lesson is perfect for beginners. This is a scissors. In the last lesson, actually highlighted these tools. So I'm going to be showing you this and what they are used for. This is scissors. This pair of scissors, they are used to cut fabric. You cut pattern as well. And it's advisable that you have different types of scissors. You have more than one scissors because the scissors you use to cut fabric should be different from the one that you definitely will use to cut paper, because if you use the scissors that you are using to cut paper, it will get blunt on time, and it is best for you to use a very sharp scissors if you want to cut your fabric. We also have a measuring tape. So measuring tape, they have different products. I bought this one last year because the ones that I've been buying, it's used to cut at this side, so this one seems to safeguard it in a way. So I've been using it since that time and it has not have any defect. So we have a measuring tape. Measuring tape is used to body measurements body measurement. You can use it to also measure your fabric, and also the dress or whatever clothes that you have made, you can use it to measure it. So it is best for you to use a measuring tape to measure so that your clothes has a good fit. Some people will just like, yeah, I know the measurement, they will just assume. It is not good for you to assume measurement, especially when you are a completely beginner. Measuring tape helps you to get the right size, so you don't go fitting like adjusting the clothes all over and over again. We also have a needle and thread. Needle is actually, this is an hand needle because we have a sewing needle, the one that a machine needle, but this is an hand needle. You use hand needle, you can use it to tack a button, though they have machines now that can tack button, but at the same time you can also use your needle to tack button. You can use it to tack, like to hold some dresses. There are some dress that you are making that maybe it's temporary, you are still going to lose it, but because you needed to hold it instead of using pin, you can just use needle to do that. You can also use it to like fix small part of a garment. You can use it for fabric placement. you know all the style that they are making now, that especially when you are making an outfit that has stones all over, it is best you do a fabric placement so that you can just use your hand needle to tack it. They have different kinds of needle. You can use the small one. They also use it for beads as well on fabric. They have a cuff needle. So when you go to where they sell tailoring fabric, you can definitely get them there. They also have a chalk. They have different kind of chalk. You can use a chalk or use a marker, the one that when you just press, when you put your iron on it, you can just clear it off. So either you use a chalk, or you can either use a chalk, or you can either use a marker. So we also have pins. These are pins. You use pins to hold your fabric or secure your fabric. If you are sewing a very light fabric that has to do like chiffon, something like that, that I put on, if you place it on the table on the flat surface and you want to chalk, it might be moving. So it is best, or maybe I have a pattern, something like this, I will just place it, I will use my pin to secure it so that they don't shift, because once they start shifting, it will actually give an incorrect fit measurement. It might allow one place to be bigger than one place, one side to be smaller than one side, or one side will be the length might not be accurate, that the length of the left and the right might not be accurate. We have iron. Iron iron you cannot do without iron. As a fashion designer, you use iron to press fabric. Sometimes you buy fabric in the market and those fabric will be ruffled, squeezed. You need to use iron to first iron it first before you place and cut. It also makes your sewing looks very neat. Sometimes you need to iron, because if you don't iron, you might not really get what exactly you are doing. It makes it look very professional, it makes it look very neat. If you make a cloth and you don't iron it, you'll be like, what is this? But by the time you iron that clothes, in fact, there are some bells that you, as you are sewing, you are ironing, so for you to be able to understand what exactly you are sewing. Sometimes you want to sew a collar, you need to iron a stay on that collar before you put it on the dress or on the shirt. So iron is a very important, not negotiable, a very important essential while you are making clothes. These are the basic tools for now. As time goes on, I will also let you know others, right, when we start the practical class. As a beginner, these basic tools are very important, right? So you don't need to have everything at once. Just start from where you are, start from the one you can afford. Needle and thread is very cheap. You can get a needle, maybe 200, a thread of 200. You can buy a black thread and a needle of 200. If you go to a store where they sell counting, they can sell for you maybe 15 naira or so. You can get a smaller pin, the one inside a pack, I think it's 200 as well. You can get a pair of scissors, maybe 800, and iron. You can be making do with the one you have in your house before you get your own personal iron. And you can always get a paper that you can use if you are going to be going through a pattern drafting method of sewing. Thank you for learning with Diffra Fashion Academy. If you enjoyed this video, kindly leave a like, subscribe, and share with someone that is learning fashion or love everything that has to do with fashion designing. In the next video, I will explain the sewing machine. I didn't show you the sewing machine right now, but I'm going to explain the sewing machine for beginners, because the sewing machine, I need to show you some compartments. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye for now.